Здравствуйте, this is Patrick Weed. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I've actually recently been inspired to do more videos. I love the shadows. It's like my eyes, like black eye, but not really. Anyways, I've been inspired to do a few more videos. A few. I need to do way more. But some of my students in my high school group have been getting cameras and making more videos of just normal life, which is what I've been encouraging them to do. I think it's awesome. And I was like, man, I haven't done a video forever. So, to catch you all up, I've been working at eWeb still. Things are going well. Really praying hard, actually, that they change me from being a temp to an actual employee, which would greatly help us in many practical ways right now. So, it's good. I think I've been learning a whole lot about what it means to do something that you know God wants you to do, even though it's not necessarily what you want to do. And I mean, I know that sounds so simple, and everybody's like, yeah, right. I mean, haven't you experienced that before? But it's a little different when you were working for 4 years on your dream, and then God says, oh, nope, not now. And I still believe in it. I know I'm called to missions. I know I'm called to youth around the world. I'm just still asking God to direct me in how we make that happen. And so right now, I am working at eWeb and trying to stay involved in the youth group and my missions council as much as possible, as well as have enough time in between all of that for family, which is priority, but it's balancing it all together. And one thing that I was thinking about today, we have this teaching time every Wednesday night at our church, and we were talking tonight. It was kind of out of context of what God said to me in relation to what we were studying, but we were talking about Jesus and when he went to the desert and Satan attacked him at one of the highest points where his identity had been sealed. So basically, he had just been baptized, right, by John the Baptist, and then came out of the water, and God says, "You are my son." Boom. Major evidence of who you are and what you're supposed to do, and you know your identity and everything about that. And then all of a sudden, boom, he goes into the desert and gets tested and has to work through that. And God was showing me how this past 4 years, although we've been doing so much stuff with missions and everything, it's really been a lot of work as to my identity. And he's really, wow, that was loud, smacking noise. Anyways, he's really sealed my identity quite strongly. I mean, obviously, I still struggle with things, but it's something where it's like I'm pretty firmly standing in who I am and who God has made me to be. And I guess I'm in the desert right now. And we've used that analogy, and I've heard it used in church so much as to, when times are rough and when you struggle and it's hard, and even Jesus dealt with temptations and all the stuff that Satan threw at him. But at the same time, it was interesting because that's not what I thought about when I thought about Jesus going to the desert and how I'm going into the desert. I thought about the fact of how Jesus was firmly standing on knowing who he was, and that prepared him to give him confidence. I mean, I'm sure he already had tons of confidence, but basically, he was able to give the answers that he needed to give when Satan did attack. And then on top of that, God pointed out that when that was done is when Jesus started his ministry. And that's kind of where it clicked for me, where it was like, who knows how long this is going to take, and if it would be right after, or what the details of the timeline are. But basically, God's just saying, I'm using this time to prepare you, and your ministry so will happen. I know it's already happening. There's all those things in what I'm saying that you could read into it and be like, well, you're already ministering to people at your work, and you're already ministering to these high schoolers. I know that. I just mean be able to fully dedicate my life to doing ministry and be able to take care of my family at the same time and not have to, juggle 2-3 jobs or something to make that happen. Because that's what God's called me to. He's called me to full-time ministry. I know that. So I know it'll come. It's hard right now. I'm not where I want to be, but I know I'm where God has me. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. And it's been weird because when people ask, so how are you doing? How's the job and everything? It's like, I want to say it's good, it's great. God's definitely put me there. He's blessed us with it. It's great, financially for us and all these good things. At the same time, there's a huge piece of my heart that says, I want to be a missionary. I want to plant churches. I want to work with high schoolers. I want to just all this ministry stuff that is not what I'm able to do right now fully. And so the best way I've found to say it is it's hard. It's not where I want to be, but it's definitely where God has me. And I'm trying to hold on to that and have a good attitude about it. So that's us in 5 minutes. Longer video than normal. I usually are when I'm trying to catch up on things. I will try harder to maybe tell you guys what I'm working on. I don't know if you're interested in that, but we'll see. Either way, we hope you are doing well. We love you all very much, and we'll talk to you later. Das vidania.